Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Can you?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Kalakanta Prabhu, for inviting me to say a few words to this occasion of Earth Day and Akshaya Tritiya, a very, we say, auspicious day for beginnings. I want to start with some statistics of the harsh reality of what we see today with respect to cows and the fact that they are throughout the world not being protected. It's estimated that there are today some 300 million cows being slaughtered annually. This comes to 800,000, that's 8 lakh cows per day being slaughtered, and that comes to some 34,000 cows per hour, and you can keep going to the minute at 567 cows, and that comes to some 9 to 10 cows per second whose lives are being taken as we speak. This is the reality, and this is a reality which our Srila Prabhupada was aware of and which he wanted us to show the alternative to in cow protection, as Radhanath Swami said, not just protecting them from being killed, but making them happy. As Kalakanta said, I did some research, so much more research could be done from our Vedic literature tradition. And I thought just to mention ever so briefly what I found intriguing in terms of the network of identifications that are made in Vedic literature between various principles and the cow. For example, in the Rig Veda, there is an identification of cows with the rays of the morning sun, the idea being that as the sun rises in the morning, the rays are running out in the way that cows will run across the fields. And more broadly, there is an identification in the Rig Veda between cows and speech. Our power of speech, our power of communication is identified with cows. The divinity Vach is embodied in the cow. When we go to the Mahabharata, it is here that we find the notion that explicitly made that cows are our mother. Motherhood is embodied in the cow. And this becomes elaborated in a sense when we come to the Bhagavatam, where the cow is identified with earth, Mother Earth. And today is Earth Day, so especially this identification is important for us. But the essential connection to identification of cow with earth is extended and made meaningful in relation to human beings by recognition of the bull as identified with dharma. The sort of abstract concept dharma is embodied in the bull, as we all know from first canto of the Bhagavatam. And we can jump back for a moment, all the way back to the Atharva Veda, where the first expression, the earliest expression of the notion of all the devas being present in the body of the cow is expressed. It is expressed in other texts as well, but it goes back to the Atharva Veda. There's a collectivity of divinity which is embodied, which is present in the cow. Well, the Vedas, broadly speaking, we understand, have a function of giving knowledge, and specifically the knowledge for bringing us, human beings, from darkness to light. And one way of saying this is bringing us from ecocentrism from egocentrism to ecocentrism, which is very germane to our topic of agriculture. We want to be ecocentric, but more basically than that, of course, as Srila Prabhupada would say repeatedly, we want to have Krishna in the center, and we understand this is how we bring Krishna to the center is by pleasing Krishna as Krishna gives example by serving those who are dear to him, especially the cows. Srila Prabhupada insisted that God consciousness or Krishna consciousness thrives where human beings are connected with the land. But how to be connected with the land, how to be connected with the earth, that is possible specifically where the earth manifests as cows, and where cows, we may want to say, have a voice in their care. I'll just say further that Srila Prabhupada was a realist. He was concerned about the reality of sustaining life for human beings, especially for devotees. And he recognized the limitations, the difficulties, the dangers of our modern life, which has become increasingly dependent on technologies which are bound to lead us away from self-sustaining existence. So I think it's this direction that Prabhupada is giving that we are now taking opportunity to systematically make available for devotees, the vast majority of whom are not farmers. But the possibility of learning farming is, I think, the possibility that we are looking forward to manifesting in this venue. So this is what the Ministry for Cow Protection and Agriculture is, I think, doing, is launching courses for this purpose. So I'll just end with a short and pithy, and I'm sure for most of you known, quote from Srila Prabhupada when he says, "Brahminical culture and cow protection are the basic principles for human civilization." So if we think, broadly speaking, what is Veda? Veda is knowledge. What is that knowledge? It is knowledge of how human civilization can thrive. And Prabhupada is pinpointing specifically what that is constituted of: Brahminical culture and cow protection. So this is our task to realize. Thank you, and Hare Krishna.